Hey guys, so I'm not fully sure on this, but there might be some slight mic issues during this because me and Edgy had done some reworking with OBS stuff and also giving me Elgato Wave 3 the program on Sunday. So I do apologize if there's any audio issues with the stream. I didn't find any on this, but if you do, I'm very sorry. If I have to talk, I have not been able to talk to him since Sunday. So yeah, I'm very sorry, and it should be fixed by next stream or next week. So again, very sorry.
Alrighty, hey there, guys. So, first off, we're going to be doing web face cam. So first thing, just want to get out of the way. I did fix up some audio issues over this weekend, so I'm not sure if things will be better. I'm hoping things are going to be better than this. So that warning's still going to be out there. Hopefully on Thursday I won't have to do this. Also, for those of you wondering why I'm streaming today, D-Pad has family over. Now, his mom dropped that news yesterday. So that's why we're streaming. But I will also be stating we're not going to be there's no Blue Archive. Okay. We're starting this stream off with trailers, including the Kirby Air Riders Direct, which that is 47 minutes. So yeah, this is going to be a little bit over an hour. So yeah, so when we're all done with these, and also considering I'm going to be stopping periodically to get thoughts out. Yeah, this is going to take, yeah. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started with the Kirby one. I'm going to move browser under webcam. So that way I'm now above this. But yeah. So like I said, this is going to be the entire first part. We have the character trailer for Unohana in Rebirth of Souls, which I really should have done that when those trailers were coming out, but yeah. But yeah, that's on me. We have the Tales of Xillia remaster announcement from Namco. And there are also a few Gamescom trailers that I was excited for coming up. No, I will not be talking. No, I don't have PUBG 40. And if you want to know my thoughts on that, Atari really wants to show that they should not have been brought back, do they? That's my thoughts on PUBG. Now let's get to a real good boy. I do hope I'm hoping that this is going to be too overpowering or too quiet, because I'm actually going to pause right now. This is actually my first time trying with everything coming out through Wavelink, because that's what me and Victor did. Me and Miyaji and another friend did. So again, if there's issues with this part, I'm sorry. At least I'm hoping. Why is this coming through game capture? Why is this coming through game capture? It should be browser. Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's because of the fact that I have it in OBS browser. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at a thing, and there's a browser page thing, which is weird because I'm pretty sure you guys were hearing the intermission music. So yeah, let's just start over with the thing. At least we didn't go too deep. Also, probably I'm gonna have to talk over this because this is a song. I don't know if this is an actual song that could get me in trouble, but I do know this is a singer Nintendo has used before. And yes, I do know of a few things that were spoiled, that were well, I was gonna say spoiled, that were said to me. Also, I'm going to actually let CoComs know their no call is open. Forgot to do that. Yeah, I do know. Yeah, I do know a few of the main stuff were revealed. So yeah.
いやー、ゲーム
Hey,
作
it's
りって何が
Sakurai.
大変なんでしょうね。挨拶、桜井はゼロです。こん
When is Nintendo gonna let you retire, man? When will Nintendo let this man retire?
にちは。任天堂ゲームキューブでリリースされていた前作カービィのエアライドから実に22年ぶりの復活とな
It actually is a really fun game.
エアライダー。早速ですが、なぜカービィのエアライダーという名前に変わったのという質問にお答えしますが、今回はライダーが選べるからです。
To be fair, in this scene, the only newcomer is Bandana and Waddle Dee. Because Meta Knight and DDD were playable in the Air Ride. You just had to unlock them. So it's like this doesn't help make this different, Sakurai, because it's just Bandana Waddle Dee. Oh my god! Oh my god! They really have to show this. This is so awful. The worst character. Why did we need this? We knew Kirby was going to be in the game. It's like, oh my god, Pikachu's in a Pokemon game. Granted, he wasn't in Gen 5. DDD, because again, returning from the original. Meta Knight, returning from the original. Oh, that's new. That's new. Meta Knight basically flew using his wings in Air Rider. He was essentially Wing Kirby, which was in the game. That's new. Him riding warp stars. The tag along. The tag along. It's a little tag along. Chefka, 14,000 calories. Ah, cool. Also, wonder what food items they're going to do.
前作では番外の2名がいたものの、
Yeah, DDD and Meta Knight.
のみでした。カービィがさまざまなマシンに乗り換えて遊ぶゲーム。
I never unlocked DDD, by the way. I never have. I've unlocked Meta Knight. How we got here?
なぜ
Well, let's see. Nintendo basically is making Sakurai not retire, and instead of working on Smash, he's going to work on Air Riders. That's how we got here.
エアライドの新作を私が作ることになったのかというと、任天堂のソフト開発責任者である高橋さんと 当時のハル研究所社長のミス
I was joking. I was fucking joking. I was not intending for Nintendo is making me do this game to be actual real.
と強くお願いされたからです。その頃私はスマブラスペシャルのダウンロードコンテンツ
Okay.
制作に忙しく、とても
It's weird that he says Smash Bros. DLC. Wonder which one he was working on when Nintendo talked to him about this.
手がつけられなかったのですが、マッハで企画書を完成させました。このあたりについては私のチャンネルでご紹介していますので見てやってください。開発担当はバンダイナムコスタジオ。春研究所では
Yeah, they've been working more with Bandai more.
空とバンダイナムコスタジオはスマブラ4やスマブラスペシャルと同じタッグということになります。それでは本題です。カービィのエアライドとは、つまりカービィを使ったレースゲームですと。
I saw it more as a party game than a racer.
マリオカートで良いですね。キャラもののレースでギミックのあるコースを走ったり戦ったり。
Because honestly, it's more of a party game than a racer.
これは完全にマリオカートで良いでしょう。私も話を受けた時にそう言った。それでもやるの？だけど何よりファンが知っています。このゲームの訴求点はレースではないと。とりあえずゲーム画面を初公開します。こんな感じです。
Ah, nice gameplay. No, this is the good old Air Rider we remember.
本当に作られていますね。これからたっぷり説明させていただきます。基本的なマシンの走らせ方について、ここ大事なのでぜひ覚えてください。さまざまな形状や特徴を持つ乗り物、これがエアライドマシン、略してマシン。上に乗る人は通称ライダー、ドライバーではないですね。マシンは通常
We really did not need we really did not need the image of the rider just being placed onto the image of the machine, guys. We really did not need that.
ソファーのように床から少し浮き上がっています。そして自動的に前進しています。ボタンを押す必要はありません。スティックを前に倒す必要もないので注意してください。まっすぐ走っているときはスティック左右だけで向きを変えます。操作はワンボタン。プッシュを使って制御します。ボタンを押すとマシンが地につき、プッシュしてブレーキ。同時にボタンを押しっぱなしでチャージを行います。ただ、まっすぐ走っているときにボタンを押してもあまり意味なし。きつめのコーナーがあったとき、スティックを真横に倒しながらボタンを押す。
Not gonna lie, we really did not need the clicking sound to symbolize the button being pressed. We really did not need that. That's kind of a little annoying.
ことでザザッと血を滑りドリフトします。プッシュし続けることが大事。そしてチャージをため続け、カーブの出口で一気に解放。ドリフトを兼ねたチャージを繰り返すことで激しく速く進めます。これが基本。念押ししますが、まっすぐ走っているときはボタンもスティック前入力も不要です。基本は左右とカーブでボタン。そして多くのマシンは滑空することができます。決められた飛行エリアがあるのではなく、ジャンプ台を踏み切ればグライダーのように宙に舞います。スティックを手前に引く、つまり下に入力すると機首を上げて上に浮かびます。スティックを前に倒すと機首を下げて降下。なので普段走っているとき、前に入力し続けないでください。ジャンプ台でいきなり落ちてしまうので、着地は華麗に地面に平行に合わせてください。ナイス着地でスピードアップできます。 ハンドルを切るにも飛行するにも優しく操作をすることが大事ですね。そして前作は
Yeah, that's essentially just how you played the original game too, guys. Although, granted, for those that never played the original game, that's actually a good tutorial.
プッシュを司るワンボタンのみで遊べたのですが、今回は残念ながらボタンを一つ追加してしまいました。
Okay, hold on, I'm laughing. Oh my god. Sakurai, are you sure? Do you think the players can handle 2 buttons? Hold on. Come on now, Yuji Naka.
その方が遊びの幅が広がるので、マシンを落ち着けるプッシュボタンに対してスペシャルボタンと言います。チャージゲージの近くにスペシャルゲージがあります。これが溜まった時にボタンを押すとスペシャル技が発動
Huh, special text. Of course, it's big sword. DD has a hammer sling, has a hammer boost. Kawasaki throws fire. Oh, cool. I wonder. Hold on. I wonder if Kirby's just gonna pull out this sword, or if he's gonna, or it's gonna be a reminiscent of the Ultra Sword from. I'm gonna turn myself up a little bit. There we go. Reminiscent of the Ultra Sword from Return of Dreamland, which it could have been that. It could have been just basically a kendo stick. It could have been Meta Knight's sword. I wonder if it's going to be like that. Okay, so Meta Knight's special is exactly how he played in the original game. Interesting. I could do a trick, guys. Good boy. Good boy, Bandana Waldy. Good boy. In case of you forgot, Kirby is where the super spicy curry came from in Smash Bros. Okay, I knew that. Okay, I already known a few of the playable characters. It's like, okay, we're automatically just seeing Cappy. Okay. Are there going to be multiple Kirby types? Yeah, these are the type attacks are new because in the original, fire, it was fire Kirby, not burn Kirby, and he just would just be shooting out fire whenever you press the charge button, and ice was just basically a close range attack. Oh, okay. Okay, so his color changes. That's interesting. So normal gives us Ultra Sword, red gives us burn, yellow gives us crash, and blue gives us ice. Interesting. They're gonna turn this into a Stu Smash Bros. Meme, aren't they? They're gonna do that. Sakurai, don't hide that stuff. Lessons for what?
今お話ししたことを含め各種走行テクニックは教習所で学ぶことができます。ゲームする前にチャレンジしてみると良いですね。全部のチェックを埋めたらこのゲームのテクニックは万全になっているはず。
Okay. Machines.
マシンの性能は様々です。
Warp Star returning. Base the default one. Wingstar, that's returning. Flying focused. Wagonstar, yes, it's literally a wagon. Yeah. I wonder how Wagonstar is going to be changed for this, because yeah, it can't boost, and so it's like I'm wondering how it's going to be different in this. Wheelie bike. Yeah, it's basically just Wheelie Rider Kirby. Shadow Star. Also returning. This is new. This is new. Paper Star. Light as paper with impressive flight capabilities. Fragile, but offers excellent acceleration. It's actually kind of cutely designed. I like that. That's adorable. Bulk Star. This is returning. This is, yeah, Sword Star is returning. Yeah, Star type and Bike type. Okay. Chariot. That's a bike. That seems to be a bike type, guys. A safe, stable ride thanks to its two-wheel design. Turns sharp corners with reliable agility. Also looks cool. Those treads are on the wrong side, guys. Rushes forward on boost dashes. Boost charges help tackle turns at rapid pace. Okay. I want to real quick go back to the Tank Star. I like when you're flying it normally, its treads are on the side, but when you're using the boost charge, its treads hit the ground. That is neat. That is a neat detail. I like that. Sakurai, this is a racing game. The Saiyan system does not work in a racing game. It's fine for Smash Bros. It's not fine in a fucking racing game. What's next? You're gonna add tripping? Probably already had a writer's thing. Yeah, like I said, Meta Knight flew using his wings. DDD rode Wheelie Rider. They learned to drive. Well, at least Meta Knight learned to drive. Okay, what else are we getting? Okay, so they just want to keep using the evil wizard that tried to destroy everyone. Okay, what's next, Marks? Huh, interesting. Attack ahead of him. I was not gonna lie, I was halfway expecting it was gonna be Marks. But it's Gooey. Kirby's original best friend that Bandana Waldy took the place of, because goddamn Bandana Waldy, you will never get into Smash because you're a best friend stealer. Okay, I love his spin. I love his spin attack. That is fucking hysterical. What'll do? Yes, the enemy that gives beam. Knuckle Joe. Isn't she supposed to be dead? Also, we can kind of now we understand where the we understand who made the chariot. Thanks, Haltman.
ライダーは軽さや大きさで
Ugh, so we're gonna have weight classes. Yay.
真の性能に影響を与えます。同じワゴンスターでもカービーが乗ると小さくなり、デデデが乗ると大きく
Okay, that's cool. Okay, I like that.
マシン自体が変わってしまう不思議さ。イメージ通りカービーの方が加速に長け、機敏に
Well, duh.
デデデの方は最高速度や攻撃力、耐久力が上がります。
Yeah. Yeah, just like heavier characters have higher top speed.
しかし走行性能が変わるだけではありません。例えばデデデやメタナイトは近接攻撃ができます。
Yeah, with their hammer and sword.
敵に近寄るだけで自動打撃。キャピーは帽子がシールドになっていて打撃に少し耐えます。マシンの特
Hold on, I want to actually go back to that.
打撃に少し耐えます。
Did DDD just perform a drive-by? DDD, you didn't need to hit Cappy. You didn't need to hit Cappy. That's actually kind of funny.
深いですからそれに合うライダーを探せるという意味ですね。も
Goofy,
ちろんコースやルールとかを探せるという意味ですね。
Gooey looks at home on the Tank Star. He looks at home on the Tank Star.
もちろんコースやルールでも相性が生きると思います。だからエアライドではコースを選んでからマシンライダーを選ぶことになります。しかしライダーが選べるとなると気になること、コピー能力はカービーしか使えないのでは？カービーシリーズですから敵キャラクターから
So we do have, so those are back.
そ
Back.
れはカービーの1000倍と
Cutter is new, if I remember correctly. I'm actually, let me look that up real quick. Because I think Cutter is new. Sword and sword, wheel, and hold on. Sword.
様々なコピー能力を奪えます。
Yeah, sword and wheel are from the original game. Sword and wheel. Yeah, Cutter is new. Cutter is new. Cutter was not in the original game. Interesting.
それはカービーの1000倍特許。他のライダーに対して有利というか、
See, yeah,
楽しさ
fire.
が出すぎますよ。
Mike was also in the game.
いろんなライダーがコピー能力を使えるよう
How does this work?
にしてしまいました。
How does that work?
全てのライダーにコピー防止付き。そこまで
Bomb was in the original game.
やります。防止
Hold
付き
on.
そこまでやるか。
Cappy looks like a god with the fire hat. He looks like he looks like a god. He looks like the god of hellfire with the fire hat.
やります。
All right, so let's fire. Yeah, boost charge, release the fireball. Sword automatically slashes. Meta Knight and DDD will automatically have those abilities. So there's no real point to to get sword and to get sword for those two. Bomb, hold and release charge to throw the bomb. The higher the charge, the stronger the bomb will be. Wheel, just turn into a wheel and just drive fast. Mike. Okay, interesting. Jet's new. Jet is new. Because Jet was made after this game. This is new. This is not a fucking power that Kirby has.
ちなみにプラズマ能力はスティックをガチャガチャする必要
Oh, plasma gets changed. What is it? Is it?
自動でパワーが
Oh,
プッシュで発射
that's cool.
コピー能力は単に攻撃する
That's cool. Okay, and yeah, it did buff. You know, like Jet.
コピーを持つ敵キャラを捉えるには目の前でプッシュ
Yep.
つまりポンとボタンを押すカービィは吸い込みですが他のライダーではキャプチャーという技で捕まえます
Soul steal. They're stealing souls.
オタマで捉えるなどちょっと特殊な人もいますコピー能力を持っていない相手を捉えたら星型弾にして打ち出しますなおコースを徘徊する敵キャラを倒すと砕けた星を得て加速します敵を倒した方が有利
Mm-hmm.
キャプチャーによる星型弾やコピー能力などを駆使してガンガン倒すと良いでしょうルールによってはライダー単体で歩くこともありますここでしれっと新キャラを出しましたが
It's Starman. If you're looking at this going who, Starman was the enemy that gave Kirby the high jump ability in the earlier games.
アーマンです
Kirby jumped
キ
good.
ノコのキャピーも含めてもともと
Literally, Kirby jumped
ライ
good.
ダーはメジャーなキャラクターばかりではありません個性重視で
Basically, was just a tackle type attack.
スターマンの可愛さに気づいてくれる人が増えたらいいなととりあえず先にエアライドつまりレースモードについて説明し
Yeah,
ます
air ride mode is race.
個性あふれるマシンとライダーでゴールを競うものですね最大参加人数は6人です技術的にはもっと増やすことは可能なのですが
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I don't mind that.
ぐらいがバランス良いと思うので絞っています
Yeah, 6 or 8 is honestly a good idea for a racer to me. Like Mario Kart is fine, which with later ones having 12, but honestly, 6 to 8 is honestly the best way. I prefer those.
参加者が多くなるとごちゃごちゃしすぎたり勝ち抜く可能性も低くなったりしますからとりあえずこれから1周だけに絞って遊んでみます人のプレイでは画面用意するかもしれませんから画面から少し
Okay, so we get to watch a race.
画面を
Nice.
小さくするのがおすすめです海のコースダグウォーターを選んでみましょう
Wave flow
キャノンの
waters.
レースの
Interesting.
コースって青い海白い砂浜
Mhm.
点が流れていたりして喉からリゾート風味になりがちですがこのカービィのエアライダーはそんなに甘くはないです
Sakurai, what have you done?
ご覧ください
What have you done? What have you done to our good boy?
海の目に行ってみます海がいきなり言われてますけどねわーすごい何が起こってんだろうなんてのんびりしてる場合じゃない
Moses is canon in Kirby.
走った走行軌跡には
Moses is canon in Kirby. I'm sorry, I had to.
また自身が敵キャラクターとかライバルを攻撃するとその分スピードアップすることができます攻撃によって相手の
I like that going back a little bit real quick. I like that the rails are watery. I like that. That's detail that Sonic should have. I would like to see.
足を引っ張るというのではなくて攻撃によって自身をスピードアップするというそういう遊びなんですね今カッター能力とかで徐々にスピードアップしてますけどここは素直にドリフトで抜けて大砲そして大渦そしてもう水の荒れ来るのがすごいですね生きた水というコンセプトで、このコースは作っていますけどコピーもう一個取ってみておホイールだこのホイールの上土スペシャルこれでどうかなこのまんま巻いてっちゃおうよしはいフィニッシュ
Honestly, that's basically the same style that we had in the original game. Basically, all that chaos. Yeah, that's the original game. I'm glad that it covers the chaos of the original game.
これは気持ちのいいやつですね気持ちのいいゲームですねというふうに 攻撃行動はいろいろあるけれど、それによってスピードアップをしていくという遊びが見て取れたのではないかと思います。あと海の面ダイナミックですね。音楽も含めてコースは密度高くよく作られていると思います。同じようなところがあまりなく、くるくる展開が変わります。
Isn't that supposed to be in the sky? Because, yeah, no, that's Floria Fields. Hold on. I might be mistaken with the city in the sky. Oh, never mind. Never mind. That no. Oh no. Wrong game. Wrong game. It is an old. It is a returning world. It is a returning state. It is a returning turning thing. It's from Triple Deluxe, not from. It's from Superstar, not Triple Deluxe. I like the crystals on the ground. That's a really nice touch. I wonder if they're supposed to be barriers or if they're actually supposed to be hazards. God damn it, Hallman! We told you once before we don't want your goddamn robotic shit. So far, I think this one is my favorite track. I like the look.
先頃のプレーでも使っていましたが、勝つために大事なテクニックをご紹介しておきます。まずはスタースリップ。マシンは星をまき散らかしながら走りますが、その星を得ることでスピードアップできます。つまり後続有利。ライバルが走った軌跡を捉えていきましょう。そしてライバルや敵キャラへの攻撃、ヒット時に出てくる星屑を受けてスピードアップできます。星屑はマシンのパワーであると。いろんな攻撃アクションができるゲームですが、先行者の邪魔をしたり足を引っ張ることが主体ではありません。やられた時のダメージリアクションも低めです。後ろにつくことにより、また攻撃により自身をスピードアップさせて競う遊びです。なおゴールした後、オンラインでフレンドではない誰かと遊んでいる時には、フィニッシュ後さっさと次のセッションを探します。他の人のゴールを待っている必要はないのですね。次々と遊んでください。
All right, more image. Turbo Star. Yeah, this is new. This one's entirely new. Boost boasts impressive speed, but proves stubborn slow when it comes to steering. Slick Star. This is a returner. This is a returner. Slippery, yeah. Yeah, basically just the wild slicky one. This is a returner. Rocket Star. Rex Wheelie. This is a returner. This is a returner. Fun fact, in order to unlock DDD, you had to beat him. He's riding this thing. At least I think so. Battle Chariot. Okay, this thing looks cool. A heavyweight hunk of machine that tears up the road and can send enemies flying. I like the fangs. The fangs are a cool touch.
エアライドでは周回数などのルールを設定できるのですが、その中にはゲーム速度をスローにする項目があります。これは初心者の方にうってつけ。今作は前作より平均巡航速度が少し上がっていますから、ゲームスピードが速いと思ったらお試しください。エアライドは通常マシンを壊せることはないのですが、ルールでマシン破壊ありにもできます。
Kirby, you're not supposed to be happy about that. You lost. You lost. When I first saw this image, my mind went to yay, I'm gonna be sick from Invader Zim, the chocolate selling episode. After Zim decides he's going to sell candy his way, Guru, who's been eating the candy, walks up to him, hugs him, and says that, and then he just starts vomiting chocolate onto Zim. It's like that's what the Kirby's energy in this image set screams to me. The mode that most people would spend most of their time on. Let's see how this is different.
を説明します。ここがメインディッシュ。ファンの方もこれを待っていたのではないかなと。前作はある程度の広さを持ったフィールドが舞台でした。今回も箱庭空間であることは変わらないのですが、今回はなんと空に浮かぶ島が舞台です。その名もスカイア。他のフィールドはありません。人によっては長い付き合いになることでしょう。スカイアは限られた箱庭空間ですが、様々な場所があります。
There's Wispy. Go kick his ass. I like the map. That's a really nice map. You know? It's more diverse than what the original was, because the original one had a city segment, a foresty segment, a volcanic segment. They didn't talk about the volcanic segment in that, which is weird. There's a platformy segment that was like a high-rise thing near the water. Yeah. This feels way more out there.
流れをざっくりご紹介します。このスカイアを舞台に自由に走り回り、マシンを見つけて乗り換え、あちこちに落ちているハープを拾い集めます。制限時間は5分間。するとそのままスタジアムへ。尖ったマシンとさまざまな特性のスタジアム一つで決着をつけます。簡単に言うとこんなゲームですが、
I'm hoping they fix the fact that it's RNG. Cause yeah, the minigames are really RNG. You can't control the minigames. So it's like you can be building up for a race, but then the mini game turns out to be basically just the bingo board. And it's like I'm more set up for racing. I'm not set up for flying. I'm hoping they fix that.
まずは対戦人数について。前作は画面分割で4人プレイまで対応でしたが、今回は最大で16人参加できるよう
Really? 16 people? Okay.
になりました。もちろんオンライン対応ですし、仲間とスイッチ2を持ち寄っても楽しめます。なお、ローカル通信の場合はプレイヤーは8人まで、 CP と含めて16人にはできます。対応人数が増えた分、フィールドは前作より広めになっています。同時対戦できる人は増えましたが、一人で遊んでも面白いので CP を好きな数だけ入れて延々と試すのも良いと思います。与えられた5分で戦うスカイアの遊びについて、ゲームの流れとともに少し説明しておきます。まずライダーを1人選びます。マシンは最初ライトスターという小さいマシン固定で選べません。ライトスターは扱いやすいけど弱い。ゲームスタートしたらなるべく早くマシンを見つけて乗り換えてしまいましょう。誰も乗っていない
Running into other machines is new. Because normally you would basically have to jump off and jump onto the other machine. That's a really neat new mechanic, and it doesn't slow down the gameplay.
マシンを空車と言います。ここで大事なこと。ボタンが一つ増えたという話をしました。空車に向けてスペシャルボタンを押すと、マシンを折りずして直接乗り換えられます。ライトスターと自身のマシンが壊れかけている場合に限り、空車にただぶつかるだけでも乗り換えられます。前作はいちいち降りる必要があったので進歩したもんですね。なお、降車もスペシャルボタン長押しでできます。また、相手の壊れかけマシンを奪うこともできます。そしてパワーアップを行います。パワーアップには種類があり、加速、最高速、旋回、効力、攻撃力、防御力など自身を有利にするものが落ちています。コンテナがあったらクイックスピンなどで壊しましょう。クイックスピンはいわゆるレバガチャ、スティックをガチャガチャすることで発動します。攻撃アイテムでライバルを攻撃し、パワーアップを落とさせて奪うこともできます。もしもマシンが壊れたらライダー単体で歩いたりジャンプすることができます。さっさと空車を見つけて乗り換えていきましょう。さまざまな箇所でマシンを乗り換え、パワーアップを取って強化していきます。フィールドではさまざまなイベントが起こります。翻弄されたり、大きく稼いだりとまちまち。その中で特に特徴的な新イベントをご紹介します。
Okay, new events. I'm interested.
ショートレースとデスマッチ。それらのイベントが始まると、フィールドのどこかにスタートエリアが生じます。まずはそこに急いでください。もちろん参加しないのも手です。早く入るとスタートまでの待ち時間にパワーアップをもらい続けられます。ショートレースの場合、スタート地点に入った人でフィールドの一部を区切った街中レースが始まります。なお、部外者から見るとレース参加者はゴースト化しており干渉できません。レースが終わったら順位に応じたパワーアップ。デスマッチの場合、スタート地点に入った人同士でバトルします。もちろんバトル寄りの性能にしていた人がいる。飛行系のマシンは普段自由度が高いですが耐久性は低いのでご注意を。ただ不利でも参加した方が結果的にパワーアップしやすいかも。一回倒されるとデスマッチから退場しますがマシンは壊れません。 耐久力は回復しフィールド探索再開です。こちらも報酬パワーアップをもらえるので、ほとんど結果を出せなくとも参加した方が有利かと思います。多分ボスが出現するイベントもあります。例えば
Okay, this is new. This is new because the only boss that would show up was Dynablade, but now we have people like Krakow.
クラックダイナブレードも前作から続けて登場です。
Dynablade, of course. Haven't seen you for a long time. Meteor's that's a returner.
Run, Waddle Dee, run. Secret Rooms is a new one. Is returning. This is new. This is new. I mean, it's a returning one, but yeah. I wonder if bigger ones give more effects. Do we have to aim for his eye? Huh,
ところで
neat.
パワーアップはあれだけ取れば良いというわけではありません。競技種によっては操作しにくくならない程度に抑えた方が良い場合もあるので、マシンと合わせて目指すイメージに合うようにしてみましょう。最高速度を高めようとすると軽量化により防御力が減るなど反力がかかる可能性もあります。
I don't think that the original game had this. I don't think it had this. This is new.
そうこうしてフィールドを走り回っているうちに5分の制限時間がやってきます。そして仕上がったマシンの性能を確認しつつ全員スタジアムに流れます。めちゃくちゃ速い。飛行なら負けない。バトルでダントツ。小回り重視など仕上がったマシンの特性をよく見ておきましょう。5分のフィールド戦の後、決戦の舞台スタジアムを一部ご紹介しましょう。
Melee, beat up all the enemies. I think the arenas are new though. I think there was only like one arena in originally. Most of these are probably going to be returning. This is new. This is new. It seems to be basically the same thing as Target, but this is new. Awesome. This one's definitely new. This is definitely new. Also, why do we have real photorealistic food, guys? Why? Why is it photorealistic food, guys? Couldn't you just make Kirby-fied versions of food?
はあ、いろんな競技種があるんですね。もちろん育てたマシンに有利不利が生まれます。基本的にはスタジアム種は多くの中からランダムで選ばれます。まず16人参加ということは 1位になる可能性は16分の1しかないということになりますよね。中には100人で対戦をするようなゲームもあるので気にしないでいいのかもしれないけれど、あんまり勝ち目がないのも厳しい。それにせっかく育てたマシンがスタジアムのランダムによって勝ち目が一切ないというのもそのいい加減さが面白さかな。アバウトで適当だからこその良さもあります。まあしかしどんなマシンでもある程度奮戦できそうな手を考えました。今回はスタジアム紙を
Thank you. This automatically removes. Thank you. I don't mind the randomness, but honestly, but it's like I said before, the randomness can be basically just a really annoying mechanic. Like again, you can basically focus your machine yeah. You can get stats to increase like your flight capabilities, but then you get battle. And it's like, oh, I didn't work on that. I'm happy with this.
ランダムで出てくる4つの中から選べるようにしました。マシンやパワーアップの方向性などに応じて好きなスタジアムを選んでください。スタジアムの傾向はばらつくようにしています。成長結果などによりおすすめマークがついているので迷ったらここに入りましょう。16人の参加者は同じく提示された4つのスタジアムのどこかに入ることになりますが、どこに誰が入ったのかはスタートするまで分からず、ここから駆け引きが始まっています。自分が飛行型マシンだからと飛行系競技を選ぶのも手ですが、誰かがより突出した飛行マシンを完成させていたと見たら対戦を避けてスピード系や障害物系に行くのもありですね。もちろんその裏を書いて突出した飛行マシンが飛行競技ではなくスピード競技に入るのもありです。なるほど、これは面白いですね。ではシティトライアルを CP 相手にワンプレイしてみましょう。 CP を11人で12人戦で試してみます。とにかく毎回展開がコロコロ変わるので取れ高が高いものになると良いのですけれども、観光重視で行ってきます。
While this is parts playing, I'm gonna go let Mickey in because he wants in.
はい、始めます。最初のライトスターは弱いのでよく見て近くのマシンに乗り換えを行う必要がありますね。ウィングスターあるからそれ乗り換えて乗り換えは簡単で Y ボタンをポンと押すだけで、すぐにできます。最初のライトスターだったら特にボタンを押さずして、ぶつかるだけで乗り換えることができます。そして当面はコンテナを見つけて、それを破壊して中身を得るというのがいいですね。こう野良で落ちてるようなものも見つけつつ、あ、そこにコンテナがある。イベントが起こるんですけど、今空を飛びやすくなったみたいです。飛びやすくなったからこれだったらプーッと結構初期能力なのに上の方まで行けそうですね。なかなかいいかもしれない。ちょっと地下街とか見てみましょうかね。空飛びやすくなってるのになんだっけ、地下の氷がありますね。うわ、浮いてしまう。なかなか浮いてしまうの、まあまあ邪魔な時ありますけど、良いことも悪いことも起こるのがイベントなので。そしてこれはゴルボール投げるとポン、自分の邪魔してどうするんだっていう感じですけど、こういうところ通るとスカイアが空を浮く島ということがよくわかりますね。ついでにこういう環状線も紹介しておきますけれども、駅をつなぐ環状線がこうやってあるんですね。外側を回っています。そして横の方に入力をしておくと左の方ですね、赤い線になって途中下車ができるというような要素もあります。レアコンテナ珍しい。と言ってる間にデスマッチが始まってしまった。ウィングスターだとめちゃくちゃ不利だからここはワゴンスターに乗り換えておきますね。まあワゴンでもよくはないけどウィングよりはいい。そしてデスマッチは この中に入場してきた人たちで、戦い合うわけですけれども、相手を倒した時の報酬と、自分の順位による報酬の2つがあります。だからとにかく稼ぐためには相手をよく倒した方がいいし、1人目そして、自分がなるべく長く生き残った方がいいっていうことですね。この落ちているアイテムなんかを駆使してなんとか頑張っていこうというようなマッハオカです。2人目ラッキー。結構ここで3人目4人目、うわーこれ儲かりすぎでは。とどめちょっと強いんじゃないの。すんごい儲かってた。儲かったおかげでだいぶスピードも速くなってまいりました。1位ですって。そうだな、ここでウィングスターにまた乗り換えてみよう。これだいぶ上に上がれるんじゃないですか。遠くに飛びますね。これはなかなか火山が見えますけど、火山の中にも入れますが、それは中身内緒にしておこうかなと。ここ闘技場ですね。だいぶ上に何かぶつかったけれども、とりあえず今のは気にしないでおこう。さてそろそろ時間も少なくなったので身の振り方を考えなければいけないです。身の振り方っていうのはどういうスタジアムが出てくることを想定してどういうマシンに乗るかってことですね。これはゴルドーが降ってきた。なんだろうこの悪夢のような光景は。でも自分は飛べるからね、みんな頑張って。こんなにすごいゲームなんでしょうね。空飛ぶ島がこんなたくさんのトゲトゲウニウニに支配されるっていうゲームってあんまないですよね。そうだ、一つ触れておくと、これもちょっと今スペシャル使っちゃいましたけど、降車できます。降りられるけどアイテムはその時拾えないですね。だから降ろされたりとか、降りたりしたらすぐに、マシンを乗り換えたりする方がいいと思います。そして身の振り方は決まりました。もう今回は飛行能力が高いから飛行の何かで攻めるということにしようかなと。あと5秒ぐらい。おしまい。音楽もぴったりと。
You might have seen my hand flinch. Yeah, Mickey bit me. It was a love nibble, but yeah, no. And I've been mostly quiet for this part just because just watching and observing.
決まるという。飛行13、そして加速も12。やっぱり飛行で攻めるべきですかね。重たさも上がってるので、反面防御力とかも少しずつ上がっていくと思います。だから何でもいけるな。何でもいける中でこういうのが出てきましたけど、やっぱりおすすめに準ずるべきかなというわけで、ポイントストライクに。これ2回のチャレンジで、より高い得点を取った人が勝ちというルールです。100を狙うよ。よしよし。見ての通り100にはシャッターがついていまして、そのシャッターのタイミングによっては全然狙っても取れないということがあるので注意が必要ですね。他の人たちの様子を見てみようかしら。いや、いいよ。また100を狙う。もちろん先に取られ、まずいねこのタイミング。危ない。今ギリでしたけど、ほらギリだった。
Even if he landed on if Sakurai had landed on the shutter part itself, he would have got no points. You need to land on the 100-point bit in order to get the points.
そして下の方カービィがちょこちょこ走ってますね。はい、1位。 はい、お疲れ様でした。ナックル・ジョーが、ライトスターに乗ってますね。これは、スタジアムに入る前にマシンが壊されたりなかったりするとライトスターに戻されちゃうということになるので気をつけましょうということで、このゲーム面白いな。シティトライアルでした。ところでアイテムについての新要素。アイテムは新しいものを拾うと上書きされますが、使用中のものを一つだけ取っておくことができます。
Huh. It's just like Mario Kart's item mechanic. I don't know if World has that mechanic as well. I know Double Dash and 8 have it.
コピー能力は毎回使い切りでストックできませんが、アイテムはストックに入り、空きが出たら自動的に戻ってきます。ただし使いかけの状態で戻るのでご注意。半分使っていたら半分なくなっています。ほぼ切れている場合はストックされずに消滅します。スタジアムについて、たまにスタジアムが16人全員で一つに統一されることもあります。前作と同じルールということになりますが、この場合スタジアム選択はなしです。コース開始前に予告がある場合と、いきなり全員一緒になる場合があります。
Okay, interesting.
予告がある場合、そのスタジアムに有利そうなマシンはみんな欲しがりますから、それも駆け引き。フィールド時、アイテムの予言の書やアナウンスでスタジアム種を教えてくれることもありますが、アナウンスはたまに偽情報を混ぜてくるからご注意。なお今回はよーく見ると偽情報を見破れるかも。なお一つのスタジアムには8人まで入場できます。人気が集中して同じスタジアムに8人以上が入ると自動的に2組に仕分けられます。そこで疑問が、たまたま1人だけのスタジアムになったらどうなるのでしょう。あなたに敵は
I fucking love that. I fucking love that. That's adorable. That's adorable. I love that mechanic.
いなかった大勝利です。一応その後、その時のライバルたちの性能を持った CP と遊ぶこともできます。これに勝っても負けても優勝になりますけれども、オンラインで誰かと遊んでいる場合、自身が終わったらさっさと次のセッションにつなぐのはエアライブと同じです。好きなだけ遊んでやってください。参加人数が少ない時の対戦時は投票によってスタジアムを抽選することもできます。前作同様完全ランダムにもできますので、ルールをいじってみてください。スタジアムは同じ種類でもバリエーションがある場合があります。これはまたたっぷり遊べたもんですね。ファンに長年愛されたシティトライアル、ここに来て新作を遊べるようになりました。令和ですけど、ぜひお楽しみください。
Okay, I'm going to mute this because I don't know if actually I don't need to mute it for you guys. I could just mute it for you guys. Thanks, thanks, Wave. Okay, Nintendo Music. The song's not actually bad. Okay, now I'm going to unmute
じゃ
this.
ないことは伝わりましたでしょうか。元のゲームは20年以上前のものですが、古さを感じさせず斬新な、しかも他のゲームでは楽しめない遊びがあると思います。今回の番組はこれで区切りですが、紹介しきれていないことがまだまだあります。いずれさらに魅力を伝えたいと思いますので、ご期待いただければと思います。
Possibly during Tokyo Game Show then. This will probably show up during Tokyo Game Show then.
それでは
And muting for you guys because I don't have to. Because I don't. I'm kidding. I do know we do have the release date in this too. Oh, really? They're bringing him back. Oh, wow. This was new. This is new. I didn't see that. I didn't see anyone spoiling this, but wow. Dark Matter Blade. And there's the release date. I do wish that today they shadow dropped the original game. That's something that kind of disappoints me. That Nintendo Music got updated, but yet they didn't shadow drop Air Ride onto NSO. That's stupid. But yeah, that is the Kirby segment. I cannot wait for this game. I am excited for this. I still need to get a Switch too. Okay. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited for this. Can't wait. There might be on multiplayer streams of this if I can get some people around. But yeah, gonna be fun. All right. So next, so that is the Kirby thing. Okay. Next up, we're going to go for the character trailer for Unohana in Bleach Rebirth of Souls. I will be warning people though. If you are currently watching the anime for Thousand Year Blood War, this might have spoilers for that. I know we're probably past the anime is I think is past this point, the point where this spoils, but just in case for people who are still watching it, this will contain spoilers for Thousand Year Blood War. It is just a warning.
Now then, to battle.
Signature move, EI. Technique where she draws her sword and slashes forward. 3 types of follow attacks are possible with various button inputs. Each follow-up attack grants a high amount of spiritual power, damage, and fighting spirit respectively.
Pay more attention.
Spiritual Pressure Move 1, Hado 33, Sokutsui, Living Blade. A technique where she steps forward and strikes with the sheath. If the initial strike hits, it is followed up with Sokutsui for additional damage. Alternatively, pressing a button after the initial strike will trigger Living Blade. While dealing less damage than Sokutsui, it grants a higher amount of battle spirit.
You can't run.
Spiritual Pressure 2, Kaido, Zanjutsu Basics. This is a big paragraph. Jesus Christ, guys. By assuming a stance and receiving an opponent's attack, Unohana performs a counter. The counter has invincibility frames from its activation until partway through the animation. Upon successfully countering, she blows the opponent away with the hilt of her sword, restoring her own Reshi. Furthermore, inputting a button during a certain time frame after the counter connects will trigger Zanjutsu Blades Basics. She slashes with EI, blowing opponent away with countless strikes. Powerful technique with excellent damage and fighting spirit gain. This is when the spoilers will begin, by the way. This is also why Unohana was waited till DLC.
Feeble. Bankai. Minazuki.
Awakening. By releasing Bankai Minazuki, the character's abilities are enhanced. Unohana can now gain blood aura gauge with certain actions and is characterized by enhanced state that combines attack, healing, and damage reduction. Furthermore, during Kikon Channel, her hunger for battle is satisfied, unleashing overwhelming combat power. Next week. But like I said this, we only saw Unohana actually, Unohana's Bankai and her actually fighting big time until 1,000 Year Blood War. It's also why she was not in base roster, because we saw at least some of the stuff that she could do, except for her Bankai, she would have been a base game. But yeah, that is the Bleach stuff. So next is going to be Tales of Xillia, a remaster announcement, which is something I'm happy with. Wish it wasn't Xillia, but I do like Xillia. I wish it was Abyss way more, because Abyss is stuck on PS2 and 3DS. So I'm hoping Abyss is going to be soon. Look at the games we're not remastering, because we're dicks. Like, seriously, why do we need this? Look at all these games we should be remastering. Before we actually get into this, I actually wanted Xillia to be the first Tales game I wanted to do for stream, but that's sadly going to be basically have to be replaced with something else, with another Tales game, depending on when this comes out. So, yeah.
Why do humans persist in seeking power that could destroy the world?
What are you...
I cast the spirit art. It created a new world and sealed it away. That world is yours. It is known as Riza Maxia.
So that really makes her Maxwell?
We don't have to follow orders. We set our own hours, and we help people. For a price.
Friends? We don't have any.
And I am the young madam's butler, Rowan.
Oh, Jude, you always know how to poop on my party.
We won't lose to you. No way!
I will protect all in Riza Maxia, people and spirits alike.
So is this girl really supposed to be the Lord of Spirits?
If that's the case, then we're declaring war. Send word to all the clans.
I can't give up. My mission won't let me. I must keep moving forward.
You go to such lengths to protect humans, so it's only fair that I become strong enough to protect spirits too.
You will strive to be our protector.
If I run, I won't be able to face her. Then I would really lose her. So I won't. I won't run!
Be yourself and do what you have to do.
Wow, Halloween. Not that long. Okay, so I can just skip this stuff. Anyway, there were a few things I didn't want to talk about the trailer.
I think they changed voice actors. Because I remember Mila's voice being a little bit more deeper.
And also, hope I can get the shot of the party. No, I passed it. Damn.
Yeah. Anyway, I just used a shot of Jude and Mila. I think these are their Xillia 2 outfits. I think it's been a long time since I last played Xillia. In fact, I never actually played it. But yeah, I'm excited for this one. I hate this damn double clicking. Like I said, I don't know if I'm still gonna make this my my first Tales game that I'm actually going to do a stream series for. It might be that, or it might be Vesperia. Well, actually, I know it's not going to be Symphonia, even though Symphonia was my first one. I actually want to do Symphonia on New Game Plus. So that's why I haven't done Symphonia. I need to do that on New Game Plus. So, yeah. Yeah, that's the non-Gamescom. Gamescom, we do have a few of these. Do a few of these. Two which I'm doing because I'm currently playing through the games on stream. So we're going to start with those two. First off will be the trailer for Outer Worlds 2, since we are playing the first one. Slowly. Slowly.
Technology, which we need to improve our market share. What if this stranger aligned with the Order and that world computer of theirs? That could be the key to closing the rifts that threaten the colonies. So, you see why this menace must be wiped from the face of existence. Or, better yet, brought to our side through the power of capitalism. Let's get out there and buy our way to victory!
I'm yearning and yearning for you.
Yeah, because they're using a game now. But now I can at least talk. I wonder if Annie Cleo is supposed to be a bad guy in the first game too. I wonder. It doesn't seem like it's going to be the same type of gameplay as the original though. Cuz a lot of what we've seen like just seems more actual like BioShocky. Not the choice thing, but it's like the gameplay itself. Wow, October 29th. Wow. I can't because I don't have money. And I also need to finish off the first game. So honestly, I'm not really going to pre-order the second game if I'm not going to if I don't if I want to finish the first game first. That's what I'm trying to say. I want to finish the first game first. But yeah, that is the first one. Second up is the expansion for Cult of the Lamb. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I don't really have full thoughts on it because I still also need to finish that game too. But it looks pretty good. Looks creepy though. Like I'm getting the vibe that that part of it's all that a little bit of it is a reference to The Shining, like all the ghosts and that stuff. I don't. The reason why I think the reason why my mind says Shining is it seems like basically the ghosts are going to try to push you to do certain things. That's why The Shining. Anyway, next ones are going to be games we already know are coming. So first off will be Arknights Enfield. I have played the original game of Arknights. I kind of turned off because I'm not a fan of how they handled the game, the tower defensey stuff. But I do like the world and I do like the story. So I'm really curious on Enfield. I'm really curious on Enfield. Why is this the first one that I needed an ad? Why?
The automated industry complex will be the link, connecting and uniting every fragment of this shattered world. This is the driving force that will keep us going. Continuous improvement is essential for keeping pace with advancements in technology. Enfield. We don't simply talk about our dreams. We do what we can to make them a reality. All operators accounted for. The team is ready for the mission.
Damn, still no Still no release date. Damn. It's kind of hoping. I'm also kind of wondering if we're going to see any characters from the main game itself onto into it. Because the one girl with the cat ears and the white coat, that my mind was saying that's Calcit, but no, I know it's not because she's supposed to be a little bit because Cal's older. Anyway, next up is a double DLC pack. Yeah, I know we hear you rolling your eyes, but these ones are actually interesting because it's Sonic related. Crossroads. And it's Pac-Man. I like both of this. I like both parts of this. We have Pac-Man as the third paid DLC pack for Sonic Crossroads, and we also have Pac-Man in classic Sonic levels in Pac-Man World 2 repacked. I like that. That is really neat. I like that. I'm totally happy with that, you know? Totally happy with that. I still need to actually play Repacked on stream because I actually do want because I want to do Repack 2. Maybe later on. Now the next batch of game. Now the remaining batch games are all new ones that were announced during Gamescom that I saw. We're starting with the first one, which I just saw because honestly, it looked really interesting to me. This first one looked really interesting to me. We're going to be looking at La Divina Commedia, which, like I said, it looks interesting. Yes, it is a Souls-like. It is a Souls-like, but it's like, I like what we've got with Lies of P, and this looks really damn good too. Actually thought he lost his weapon for a minute there. Right in the spine. Don't turn your back on it. Oh, I thought it was gonna get back up. I thought the thing was gonna get back up. I am really curious on this. I'm probably not gonna. I think this one might be the only one I'm not full on jumping on. But I want to see some more gameplay footage. I want to see what other people think of that before I actually kind of get in this one, you know? It's more of a curiosity sake. Give me a quick minute. I need Mickey once out, and then I'll grab the next one. The next one is another. Ooh, hey, cool, this one. But this one actually I'm legit curious on because of what the gameplay is and what the IP is. We're finally getting a.
Not so fast, Skeletor. Whoa, what's happening? He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Dragon Pearl Destruction coming soon to all platforms?
Yes, it's He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Dragon Pearl of Destruction. Intense beat-em-up action that puts the power in your hands. Grab a friend and fight for Eternia with 4 playable heroes. Your hands.
What the fuck are these controllers? Are those Stadia controllers?
Grab a friend and fight for Eternia with 4 playable heroes. Classic arcade controls. It's powered up pixel perfection for your gaming console or personal computer. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Dragon Pearl of Destruction, coming soon. From Limited Run Games.
That's not gonna be in that end. I'm so hyped for this game, but the fact that Limited Run's behind it, yeah, no, fuck off. I still am going to get this game because it looks damn good. And hey, it's the first ever He-Man game. For such a big IP from the 80s, it's shocking that He-Man has never had a video game. Inspector Gadget's had video games. G.I. Joe has had video games. Not a whole lot, but they've still had it. I kind of wish it was .mu though, doing this. But they're kind of busy with Cosmic Invaders, which I'm also excited for. I'm also excited for that one. We also have one last game, which is a big one. Honestly, the last game is my big pick for the winner. Lego Batman.
I need to become more than a man. I need to become a symbol.
But what did you have in mind?
I'm Batman. Why so serious? You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. I'm allergic to nuts.
Who's the man behind the mask?
Oh, you think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by... Ah! Who put that there? I could have really hurt myself.
This was the big one. Legacy of the Dark Knight. An Arkham game, Arkham combat style open world Lego game that combines Batman media from everything. Movies, comics, shows. Like you literally we saw Heath Ledger Joker. We saw Dark Knight Bane. We saw the Batman Penguin. I first thought that was Danny DeVito Penguin, but no, it wasn't. I'm so excited for this one. Holy shit. shit, this is the big winner for Gamescom opening day for me. Because holy crap. Again, I want to repeat myself. Arkham Combat open world Lego game. I'm all for this. And I do hope that there is, I'm going to sound like an idiot saying this. I hope there's a mumble feature. Because honestly, I'm not a big fan of the recent recent Lego things just using full voice acting. I don't like that. Stick with the good old mumbles. I'm not having a mumble mode will not be deterring on me. I'm not going to be one of those whiny babies. I just would like an option to turn off the voice acting. That's not just turning down the voice slider. Because I'm not going to do that. That's stupid. That's stupid. I like the mumbling because they could pantomime stuff. And you also saw me laughing at some of the jokes, like Bane stepping on a red brick. That's funny. Like, I like that stuff. The pantomime comedy is why I like the Lego games. But again, I'm not going to deny, but I'm not going to state I don't like the voice acted ones. I prefer the mumbling. I'll accept voice acting. Hell, I don't mind voice acting for Lego City Undercover. I don't mind that. Hell, I was fine with voice acting in Lego Marvel 2. You know, it just kind of sucks that it was basically just due to it was done. The game came out during voice actor strike, so it wasn't really. It was mostly just kind of just. I don't mean this in a negative way, randos, that type of thing, but yeah, I am fully down for this. And like I said, that is the last game that I actually had that was fully excited for. From Gamescom. Because there was also Silent Hill F, which I kind of want to watch that one on my own, but my sister's more interested in that though. There's Resident Evil Requiem, which I still need to play those games, so that's why I kind of ignored that. There's also the Sekiro anime announced. I still need to play that game. Oh, cool. Found some details for Legacy Dark Knight. All right. So, following Bruce Wayne's entire story, incorporates elements from each Batman film, open world. Confirmed villains included Joker, Penguin, Poison Ivy, Ra's al Ghul, and Bane. Confirmed playable characters include Gordon, Commissioner Gordon, Robin. It does not say which one. Nightwing. So it's probably not Dick Grayson Robin. Batgirl, Catwoman, and Talia al Ghul, which I think this might be the first Lego game with Talia, unless the DC Heroes has her. DC Villains, I mean. 2 difficulty levels, Cape Crusader and Dark Knight. Batcave can customize display bat suits, vehicles, and more. 2-player local co-op, and like I said, Arkham style combat. Yeah. There's also Onimusha, Way of the Sword. There was Macaulay Culkin coming to Fallout Season 2. Like I said, there's also Bubsy that I stated before we watched the Kirby stuff. It wasn't bad, but the games after Kirby, Unohana, and Xillia, these games were ones that got me. Oh, hey, cool. And hell, like I said, we had La Divina Commedia, which that looked really interesting. That was the only new game in the list that I was really excited for. That's not because, oh, hey, I don't care about the other new games. That's the one that jumped out to me the most. All right. So if I skipped any, I do apologize. But yeah, Thursday I might do another session of this depending on what's come out during tomorrow and Thursday. Not sure. But I'll fix that when I'm on break. I'll fix that when I go on intermission. Well, no, I'll fix it now. There. We are going to go on intermission, and I will be back with Spider-Man. Be right back, guys.